everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Letty. I am a 35-year-old makeup person, crazy makeup person from England. I live in Bournemouth. So I do all things makeup in this channel, so if you enjoy makeup, you want to see some tutorials, some reviews, some makeup hauls, anything like that basically, then please do consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I'm posting. So in today's video, I'm just going to be doing the things that I took on holiday with me. In a massive bag. I'll go through everything that I actually took with me. It's pretty full, and I'll tell you what I used, what I didn't use, and that sort of thing. So let's just get this out. So the first product, I took 3 palettes with me. I took the Tati Beauty palette. I took the Carnival Stacey Marie original palette, which is the Carnival palette, so the actual #1. And I also took the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette. This palette's beautiful. So I might just show you what I took with me, what I used, what I didn't use. So I did use all 3 of these palettes while I was away, only because one day I did a bit of a greeny look, using the greens in here. I didn't use it much. The palette I used the most was this one, and this is probably the one will take away again. If I would go away for a weekend, I probably would just pack this one and that would be it. And the only reason I packed the Fenty Beauty palette was because of these beautiful, gorgeous shades. It's all shimmers, this palette, but it is absolutely stunning. Just wait for it to focus completely on the colours. Look at that. It's just a stunning, stunning palette. So this is beautiful. I really, really like it. And that's why I took, just I took it more as a topper, like an eyeshadow topper for my face, basically. So yeah, so face-wise, I took my contour palette. I didn't use this once. For creams, I used my Revolution Brightening Boost Illumination eye cream, and then my face cream was the Revolution Nourishing Boost CBD Rich and Assuring Cream. So I use both of these every day, pretty much twice a day most days. Products I took that I did use, I used my sponge, my Morphe sponge, which I used to apply concealer. The only concealer I used, although I took quite a few with me, was the Jouer concealer in Creme Brulee. The reason I used this was because it's like the darkest concealer I took with me, and where I've got a bit of a tan, I used this just in my, I've done a video of how to get ready with me abroad, so I'll link that here if you want to watch that. But yeah, so I only used basically this concealer with this sponge, and I set it with a little bit of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So there's the products I actually used on a daily basis. The only lipstick I used I used a red one night, which was the Fenty Beauty Uncensored liquid lipstick. I think it's called a lipstick stain or something. Stunner lip paint. I used this one of the nights, but every single day I went out for dinner I used this one, because you have to wear masks there everywhere, including outside. So I put it on, it doesn't really come off. This is the XX Revolution liquid lipstick in Phobia. It's a really, really lovely colour, and I use this every day. And the only other product I used was the Balm Priming is Everything eye primer. I used this a couple of times when I went out for dinner, just as a base on my eyeshadow. I did use this highlighter just on my bare face, just to kind of give me, and I just basically mixed all 4 of these together and just used the Jaclyn Hill The Flash highlighting palette. I used that a couple of times. I also did use once a little bit of Give Me Sun by MAC as a bronzer, just to give me a little bit of bronzing, but as you can see, I'm probably the right shade for it now, but it is quite dark, so I did use this, but not much. I did take the medium golden, but I did not use it. It's far too light for me now, so I did not use it to set my foundation. I didn't wear foundation at all, actually. Yes, this is the one now. So I didn't use that at all. I took this foundation with me, which is the XX Revolution one. I took the Collection Lasting Perfection Matte Foundation. I didn't use at all, and now it's far too light for me. I did take my Born This Way concealer. Again, I don't think I used it. No, I don't think I did. And I also took my Tarte Tape Shape, which again I did not use because it's a little bit light for me now. And the only thing I think I could get away with using now is my Morphe 2 Hint Hint Skin Tint, sheer to medium coverage. This is the collab with Charli D'Amelio and Dixie D'Amelio. I think that's probably the only thing that would probably fit my colouring right now. But again, I did not use it. I didn't really need to. Because you're wearing a mask for most of the time, so all you can see is your eyes. That's why I only really did my eyes. I did take Luminosa with me. I did not use. I also took the Revolution bronzer with me. I did not use. Again, all these products now, I didn't use any of them. So beware. Oh, the only thing I did use was my Revolution, the mascara Revolution. That's all I used. The rest of it I didn't. So I took Bambi Eye False Lash. I didn't use, or maybe I did use this one. I think I might have used this one, maybe once. I took the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in Trophy Wife. I did not use. I also took Floss's lip gloss, which is called ATH, my new favourite lip gloss, and I did not use, again, this one. Again, I sound like a broken record. I did not use. So I'm just going to come back and see a bit more there. There's quite a few things in here now. So I did take with me my Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Times Square because I really wanted to try it, but I did not use it. It's going to go on a first impressions video. Oops, I just dropped it on the floor. On a first impressions video. I then also took my Huda Beauty creamy lipstick in Mogul. Again, I got this in my gloss box. I've not used it yet. I'm going to save it for first impressions. I took my LA Girl Pro Conceal MAC Whirl, another mascara, which I picked up randomly, the Manicarda Beauty Bloom Mascara. I took my Huda Beauty eyeliner, which I did actually use once, so I will put that in my used pile. My Revolution Beauty eyeliner I did not use. My, oh, did I? I think I actually might have used this once, maybe in the video. Blush Crush. I'm pretty sure I didn't really use this. I might have used it in that video where I got ready. I took Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick Venus, which I did use once. I took my ABH medium dip brow pomade in medium brown. I did not use it once. I just used my eyebrow gel, which I did use. I took my eyebrow gel again from ABH in medium brown, which I did use whenever I went out. I took my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Pillow Talk. I did not use. Glittery eyeliner. The Lasting Perfection concealer to try out that foundation, did not use. The Charlotte Tilbury lip liner into Pillow Talk. Black Canvas, did not use. Huda Beauty lip liner in Flirt. The Revolution brow pencil, again, I didn't use. I took the Steve Laurent lip pencil in Vogue, which is what we got in our last glossy box. Again, I didn't use it, so I'm going to save that for first impressions. I took my KVD tattoo liner in black. I don't know if I used this. I don't think I did, but I'm not 100% sure. I also took the Collection lip definer or lip liner. This is like a nudie colour. Again, I didn't use, so that's again going in first impressions. And I also took my Revolution Pout Balm Plumping Lip Gloss, a vitamin E. Lip gloss in Candy. Again, I did not use because of the mask. I took my Jaclyn Hill highlighter in loose highlighter in Bomb. I don't think I used this. I can't really remember. And I took my Suva Hydra liner, which I know I did not use. And then I just took a little sharpener because I needed one, which I did not need. And then my hair clips. And that was it. That's all I took with me. So a lot of it I didn't use. So I think for future, I also forgot to take tweezers, which I really needed actually, which is really annoying. But yeah, I forgot to take my tweezers. But yeah, so all of this stuff, I don't think I actually needed to take. I took all these brushes. Look how many brushes I took. I can't even hold them in one. But I took all these brushes. And the only one I really used was this one to set my under eye and a couple of the eye brushes when I did a couple of looks. I didn't do anything fancy. If I've got pictures of the looks I did, I'll pop them through here and I'll show them to you now. But most days I just did a very simple look. I think one day I did just literally a black liner with a red lip, and then I did just very simple makeup, just because it was so hot. You had to wear a mask. It was quite impossible actually to wear a mask. Some days I'd literally be dripping in sweat, like literally have like a sweaty upper lip. A sula, isn't that what it's called? Yes, awful. So, but it was, we had a lovely time. We're back home now. I don't know if this will be still okay for me, but yeah, so we're back home now. I'm hoping to film a few videos this week. This is kind of like my first get back into it. Just a very quick video. I just want to show you what I took with me. Would I take all this with me again? No, probably not. I think if I'm hoping to go away for a weekend in the next couple of months. I'm hoping to go and see Carly up in Wigan, so I will probably take my Tati palette with me, just because it's got like the orange tones, the plummy pinky tones, then the browns that I love, so I would probably take this one. When I went to New York, this is what I took and I loved, and I didn't take hardly any makeup to New York because we only had hand luggage, so I was very aware that we couldn't take lots of foundation and things. And with Madeira, I don't know why I took so much, because I knew I was going to get darker. Like, I knew this foundation would not be suitable for me now. But I can't wait to try this. Obviously I have tried it, but I bought it in a shade too light, and this one's a bit darker. So, I will still try it, but probably wait a few weeks until I've lost a bit of my tan. I probably wouldn't take any foundation now. Maybe just this one because it is darker, so I think, I'll just test it out on my hand. But yeah, it is really, really dark. So actually, I think against my skin now, it probably wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, it kind of does like blend in quite nicely against my hand, so you can't even really see it. But so yeah, I think that's probably the only foundation that I have now that kind of will suit my skin colour. So I probably would take this one again if I was going away and I wanted to wear foundation. But all the lip liners, all the lipsticks, I'd probably just take one liquid lipstick, maybe two, like a red and a more nudie colour, and then maybe a lip gloss, and be happy with that. Again, I took 1, 2, 3. I actually took 4 mascaras. Elsie's got my Princess Lash mascara from Essence. She kind of stole it from me during holiday. So I took 4 mascaras, which is stupid for 9 days. Really, really stupid. Again, I probably would just take, I forgot to take tweezers. I've just done my eyebrows just now. But I would probably just take my gel again and just gel them in place. Because it was so hot out there, it just wasn't really worth doing much. Again, I took my Laura Mercier powder, my MAC powders, which I didn't really need to do. I took 2 bronzers, 2 blushes. It was far too much. I'd rather have too much than too little, and I didn't shop at all actually. There was a Kiko nearby, but it was just too hot to go into the shops, and because you have to wear your masks, it is quite difficult to go about your day. Because it's so hot. But again, the foundation actually looks really, really good on my hand. I'm going to try and focus you in. Look, you can't, it's the same shade of my hand, it's amazing. So yeah, I probably will do a couple of videos using that foundation in the next couple of weeks. It's a very light, it says sheer to medium coverage, so it's not going to be, a very full coverage foundation. But at the moment, when my skin is tanned, I don't really need full coverage. I'm quite happy with my skin at the moment. I was a bit worried because I thought wearing the masks with all that sweat going on, I would start breaking up. And I have got a couple of breakups. Not breakups. What's the word I'm looking for? Breakouts. Not breakups. I've got a couple of breakouts here. So I did get a couple, but nothing major. I don't really break out very often. But yeah, so this is what I took on holiday with me. I think I started talking on my last video about why I was in Madeira. So basically, with Brexit happening soon, obviously I'm Portuguese, so I have my Portuguese ID card and I have my passport, which is what I used to travel with. Because we had to apply for our settled status, and if we like to do anything legal here, you have to prove that you're settled now, that you've got settled status now, or you will have to as soon as we leave the European Union. Which I have. I've got settled status now, so I have infinite leave to remain in the UK, which is great. The only issue is that my passport is due to expire in January. My ID expired 2 years ago, so I had to go to Madeira to kind of get it all redone. And because of the current situation, the embassy in London do it all, but because of COVID and everything like that being all shut down, it's almost easier to go to Madeira to get it all sorted. Well, I thought it was going to be easier to go to Madeira and get it all sorted. It turned out that it's not. It's we're kind of between a very difficult place, because we go to, as an immigrant, you know, we don't feel sometimes like, you know, as an immigrant you have to go to London to get things sorted. But I was born in Madeira. I lived there for 10 years, so I don't see it being an issue, me going to Madeira, if it's easier for me, and then I get to see my family and get to make a little holiday out of it and show my kids where I was born. I don't see that as a bad thing. It was probably the holiday that I most regretted booking. We only booked it because we were supposed to be going in May, and because I had to get my documents sorted, I was like, I do have to go. My brother was going to go in August, so I said, look, I might come with you just on my own, just to try and get my stuff sorted. I looked for flights and accommodation, and it was very, very cheap for August. I'm talking thousands of pounds cheaper than normal. So I said to Darren, look, we also can go in May. Let's just go now. Madeira hasn't got many cases at all for COVID because they shut the island down. It's an island. It's a very, very small island. They closed it all down when COVID happened, so they haven't had that many cases. So I think we'll be safe. You know, we'll be safe. And so we booked it all, and then it turned out that a couple of days before we went, about a week before, they then announced that Madeira was on the quarantine list, so we had to self-isolate for 2 weeks. And yeah, it's not a big deal, but Darren started a new job in February, so he didn't want to put that pressure on him to have 2 weeks unpaid leave after everything we went through with COVID and stuff. So we cancelled the holiday and we rebooked it for October. And then 3 days later, the government announced that Portugal had been added to the travel corridor, so we could travel to Portugal and Madeira and not have to self-isolate. So that all happened, so there was a bit of drama around it. In the end, we decided to just go for it. I didn't want to wait till October because I do think there is going to be a peak, a second peak, or a second wave, however you want to call it, of COVID, and I just thought I don't want to have to worry for another 2.5 months about whether we're going, about whether we're not going, spend all that money and then lose it all. So we decided to bring it forward again and just go. So we decided on the Monday we were going on the Wednesday. So, no, on the Friday, sorry, that we were going on the Wednesday. So we didn't have much time to kind of plan and things and pack and stuff, but we weren't planning on going because we changed it all till October. So anyway, we managed to change our flights back. We had to pay a bit extra, not a lot though. And then we got accommodation sorted, and yeah, so that's why we went. I got there, and on the second day, we had to do a COVID test as soon as we arrived. Did the COVID test, we have to wait for the results. We waited till about 10:30 in the evening to get results which were negative, so we knew we were okay. So we then went about our business. On the Thursday morning, I went to the Portuguese place where you get your ID sorted and stuff. I wanted to change my name and register my marriage. So obviously I've got married to Darren, and I wanted to update my name and get that all sorted. They were so rude over there. They were just like, no, can't do it here, you have to go to this place, and you might even have to make an appointment, blah 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 blah. I was like, okay, no problem, I'll go to this place, not a problem. Went to this place, we're like, no, you can't come in without an appointment, you need to call to make an appointment or email. So I couldn't, for whatever reason, from my phone, my UK phone, I could not phone this number. It just kept being like, just wouldn't let me call. So I asked my cousin to do it for me. So she called. The lady she spoke to was very, very unhelpful. She basically said, why did she do it all in London? You know, this sort of thing. She's an immigrant, she did it all in London. which is great, you know, but there has been a pandemic. The London office has been shut down. It's not as simple as just go to London. We don't live in London. I think they don't realise how big England is. And yes, we don't live that far. It's about 2.5 hours, 3-hour drive if there's no like traffic. But I was told last time I went to Madeira that I could do it all in one place, which was a lie. Either a lie or they've changed the system. Anyway, she was like, we can't, it's not that easy to do. We have to check the authenticity of, I can't say the word, authenticity of the certificate of marriage. We have to translate the certificate of marriage, which takes time. You're not going to get it all done in a week. After a lot of blocking from them, I basically said, don't worry about it, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to renew my ID in my maiden name and carry on as being technically single in Portugal. And then I'll sort it out when I get back to England. I think the only option for me now will either be to go to the Portuguese council, get it all done there and sort it all out that way. And then I can renew my passport. If not, then I think the only option is going to be registering or becoming a British citizen, and then I can just apply for a British passport and not have to worry with the Portuguese council. I am Portuguese. I will always be Portuguese. I love, you know, where I'm from. I love my culture. I love my history. But unfortunately, they make things very, very difficult. It's very hard to be in a country, in a different country that's not where you were born. You know, I've been here 25 years. I am more English than Portuguese. But I love my roots. I love, you know, talking Portuguese. I love all of it. I love Madeira. But yeah, so I think it will be a decision that I make in the next few months. What's going to happen? It doesn't really change anything. It just means that I get a British passport instead of a Portuguese one. That's the only difference in things. But yeah, so that was the reason why I was going away. And it turned out that it didn't really go to plan. And I was going to pay for an express ID card, and she goes, no, it won't be here on time because you're going next Friday. Bearing in mind, we did this on the Thursday, so I had like just over a week. She was like, no, it won't be here. There's no point in you doing it. So I didn't pay express. I paid just for the normal ID card, which would take up to 30 days. I arrived back home on the Friday, and I had my letter at my address in England to go and pick up the card in Portugal. Which makes no sense, I know. So I now have to send a picture of the letter I've received to pick up with a code, send that to my auntie in Madeira, who has my permission, has a form that I've given to her, which I've given her permission to pick up my ID for me, and then she'll have to go and pick it up and then send it to me in the post. Just basically a big, big kerfuffle. This just makes no sense. They just don't like helping people. I think because we live in England, and generally speaking, English people are so polite. And you think coming from a tourist island, they'd have to be friendly to people. They're not. They're really, really grumpy. I suppose they don't deal with the tourists. They deal with the Portuguese people, which they don't really care about. But yeah, it's very, very frustrating. But we had a nice week in the end. So after that, I knew I wasn't going to get anything done. So I kind of just forgot about it. And we just started enjoying the week. We went swimming every day, lots of walking, lots of sightseeing, and yeah, it's a beautiful island, so if you haven't been, you should definitely go and check it out. But yeah, so this is my rambles on for like 25 minutes now for no apparent reason. So yeah, so I hope it's a bit of a little kind of update, kind of like showing you what I took on holiday with me, what I would do if I went on holiday again. So I might do, next time I go away, I might do like a little vlog. I was going to vlog this holiday, but to be honest, we were so tired because it was so hot, we were so irritable that it wouldn't have been a very good vlog, I don't think. But yeah, so that's the video. So the video I'll be doing next, I'll just show you. So I've got a few videos lined up. The next one will probably be this little beauty here. I'm so sorry I'm late on this one. I have had it for a good few weeks. But obviously then I went away and I didn't want to take it with me because it broke or got lost. But this is a beautiful palette, and I will open up for you, I'll swatch it, and we'll do a look for it probably tomorrow night, which will be up on Wednesday. So please do subscribe so you don't miss that video. The one after that, which will probably be on Friday's video, will be this little beauty. This came as I was away. I ordered it when I was on holiday, and it came, and it's just beautiful. So yeah, this is beautiful as well. I'm so excited to use this as well. And then last, I got this. The original Norvina palette. The Pro Pigment palette volume 1. So I will hopefully get the others, but I've got this one. I got this a few weeks ago in the sale. It was an absolute bargain. I think I paid like £34 for it. Absolute bargain. Can't wait to film with all these three. Let me know what you want to see first. If you want to see this one first, I'll film this one first. If you want to see that one first, just let me know what you'd rather see first and I'll film that first. I was going to do this one and this one, then the Norvina palette. But if you want me to do it differently, just let me know down below. This will be posted out tomorrow morning on Monday morning, and I will film one of these either Monday night or Tuesday night, ready for Wednesday morning. So please do let me know. I'm going to try and go back to my normal schedule of Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. The kids are going back to school now, so I should have a bit more time on Thursdays and Fridays to film, as they're at school and I don't work. I'm still working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. But yeah, so sorry I've been a bit MIA. I can't think what I'm talking about. So anyway, sorry I've been a bit absent because I can't think what Anyway, sorry I've been a bit absent over the last few weeks. The holidays are always a bit of a nightmare, and sorry I'm not done up. But I wanted to get a video out to you, and I thought it'd be interesting to see. I'd like to know if you'll pack. I'm a bit of a weirdo. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you like this sort of video. So if you did, please give it a huge big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in my next one. Thank you. Bye bye.